If you're somebody like me that's unhappy with what they're doing at a 9 to 5 and you have a dream to do something different, then you are going to put your mind to it and you're going to utilize your free time wisely. You're not just going to accept the norm. You're not just going to go home from work every day, make dinner, clean, go to bed, repeat, right? You're going to do things differently. Life is more than that. Like, we all have a purpose. Have you ever sat down and thought about what your purpose could be? Have you ever sat in the parking lot of your workplace and thought, there has got to be more to life than this? I cannot do this forever. So, if you're anything like me and you've always wanted a job that has some type of a purpose and you want it to be fulfilling and you feel just crippled and stuck working a job that doesn't quite fill those cups, what I want to say to you is to utilize your time outside of that job, utilize your free time in order to build whatever it is you actually want to pursue, right? I've started using my free time to plan. I've started using my free time to learn new skills in order to get better at this YouTube thing. I've decided to start creating content, generating ideas, and using every little bit of my free time. Yes, I still relax and I spend time being cozy and working on my garden and playing with my pets and that kind of thing. But I'm utilizing that free time that I have at lunch, on my breaks, after work, before bed, like anytime where I'm feeling inspired or feeling like um even when I'm like bored, I just, instead of scrolling through my phone or watching TV, I'm working on building my future and I'm building my passion project and what I actually want to do with my life, right? Yes, I still have to go to my 8 to 5, but that is funding my life while I work on building the life I truly, truly want, right? It's just a stepping stone, it's just temporary. And that's what I'm trying to like get through my head. And that's what I want to get you to get through your head is that if your job disappeared tomorrow, what have you been building outside of it? What do you have to show? What's your life's work, right? Because the majority of us are all working for somebody else's dream. We're clocking in and we are working for somebody else who had a dream, right? What's our dream? What's your purpose? What do you want to do with your life? If you're somebody like me, you're obviously watching this for a reason. You obviously want to do something else. You want to get out of that autopilot mode, right? A lot of us, we live on autopilot where we just have never really actually stopped to think about what we really want. We're just kind of given this path, this framework for life from our parents and our grandparents, and they tell us what we're kind of supposed to do, or they model that for us. You go to school, you get a job, go to work, eventually you retire, maybe in the between that you get married and have kids. And that's what the majority of people around me do. And the majority of people around me are depressed. They're depressed and they're struggling with money. They're struggling mentally. They feel like they haven't like lived a full life. And it's because they've just lived their lives in autopilot mode. They haven't lived consciously or intentionally. They have just done what they thought was the right thing to do because, well, that's what everybody else is doing. And I don't want to live like that. So, yes, I'm working a 9 to 5 right now that feels a little bit pointless at times. But my job doesn't have to be my identity right now. My job doesn't have to be my dream right now. Maybe I will have a job or make money doing something that aligns with my passion one day, but right now it's just helping me live and build the life that I actually want to live. Because I don't want to be known as somebody who worked for another person's company my whole life and then retired at 60, 64, 65 years old and only lived and truly lived after that. I don't want to be somebody that just goes to work, goes home, makes dinner, cleans up, watches TV, scrolls on their phone, maybe goes out with friends every now and then, goes to bed, repeat. I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want that for myself. And I have so many more plans and so many more dreams that I need to pursue. The thought of doing that is excruciating. And if you feel like that too, you're in the right place because I'm working on myself. And for the first time, I'm actually working on myself, and I'm not thinking about what anybody else is going to think of it. I'm not asking for opinions anymore. I'm 31. I've gone through so much life, entirely too much life recently, and I'm done asking for opinions from others. I'm done doing what everybody says I should do, or doing what or not doing what people think I shouldn't do. I'm finished with opinions. I'm finished with the norm and the status quo. I don't want to live a life that everybody else is living. I want to live intentionally, consciously. I want my life to be meaningful. Because if my job disappeared tomorrow, what would I have to show for it? What have I been building outside of it? Okay. I'm going to end with this. Maybe the goal right now, just think about it, okay? You don't have to listen to me, but this is how I'm compartmentalizing and working through my issues. So I just want to share what's working with me to help you. Maybe the goal for us right now is not to find the perfect job. Maybe the goal is to stop expecting our job to be everything, and start thinking of it as just a stepping stone towards what we really want in our life. You got this. I got this. Don't think of yourself as a failure because you're not where you want to be yet. Think of this point in your life right now, the job you're at right now. It's fueling and funding your passion project, your life's purpose, whatever it is that you want to do that's not this job right now. This job is just funding that. It's a temporary point in your life. Don't stay on autopilot and just do what's easiest. Don't fall in line with everybody else. Don't be a follower, be a leader in your life, in your own life. Live intentionally. Live intentionally. Make decisions that are going to benefit your life's purpose and what you actually want to do. Because life is way too short. It is way too short to just get into the cycle of autopilot mode where you just go to work, go home, go to sleep, repeat, and you just do that your whole life until you retire and then you decide to live. Or maybe you don't even make it to retirement. There's so many unknowns. So many unknowns. So we need to start living now, and we need to start working towards and working on our life goal and what we want to pursue, and working on the things that make us happy now, even if we're at a job right now that we don't love. I love you guys.